FAFO meaning the introduction, origin, and uses of the slang. Have you ever felt so pissed off at someone that you couldn't find words to express your feelings? Not anymore. Let's share FAFO meaning with you for this moment. FAFO meaning introduction. We have numerous words in the English language that are here to help us describe our feelings. Some of those words aren't new to the dictionary, but that's what language is all about. Language keeps evolving. Slang is one of the languages that's been around for 2 decades without making a huge change suddenly. Slang is an unofficial language of social media. This language consists of abbreviations, acronyms, and street phrases. Although we don't notice a major change around us if we observe closely, our younger generation talks differently than us. This change is due to social media. One of the many aftermaths of the slang is the word FAFO. In the first instance, it sounds like the name of a secret federation that many people do not know about. But it is a way to release your frustration. FAFO meaning refers to FCK around and find out. Read more, think skyless. FAFO meaning origin. Now that we understand FAFO meaning, let's touch on an important point. FAFO phrase may be new to the digital world, but its meanings have been used for a long time on our streets. FCK around and find out is a classical street phrase. It was common to use this phrase during confrontations to show your superiority. Later in the late 1990s, when we got cell phones, the primary way to chat was text messages. But those text messages had a character limit. So, your text had to be under specific characters. Thus, instead of saying the whole sentence, users typed FAFO. But like all words, FAFO evolved, but this evolution was drastic. After a few years, people forgot, what does FAFO mean? And the phrase wasn't seen on the internet. Now, here comes the billionaire Elon Musk into the picture. Musk was getting tired of Kanye West's tweets. Thus, in 2022, Elon buried Kanye West and said FAFO in response to one of West's tweets. People had no idea about this phrase and kept looking for FAFO meaning. That leaves us here to this point when we are talking about FAFO. FAFO meaning text message uses and responses. FAFO is an ideal phrase when you are angry, frustrated, and out of words. But like all slang words, FAFO applies in many scenarios, and we'll give you a short guide about each of them. This detail helps you see the FAFO application in many texts and how to respond to them. Serious warning, you may receive a FAFO meaning message in this context from your friend, coworker, and colleague. If you have a prankster nature but sometimes go too far with your pranks, you may get in trouble. Sometimes it is not our intention to hurt someone, but we end up doing that anyway. Assume you are causing a minor disturbance with a coworker just to prank them. Maybe you are changing the position of their keyboard button secretly. It is also possible you are mixing extra sugar in their coffee. The moment they find out, you will get a message that says, "Enough with the pranks, FAFO." This message shows that your target has reached a breaking point and it is time to stop the pranks. Simply send an apology in response to fix the situation. Humorous context. We all have a friend who likes to be a daredevil and ends up hurting themselves. Imagine you being around that friend in a park or a play area. Your friend decides to be daring and jump off the building but ends up tearing their pants instead of doing the dare. You'd want to share this news with your circle. Instead of writing everything in the text, you can say, "Paul decided to be a daredevil again." FAFO again. This message shows the whole scenario without taking readers' time. If you are the one who gets this message, just send a funny emoji in the response. Why you should understand slang. We must note that there are alternative applications of FAFO meaning messages as well. We must read the complete sentence to know the meaning. It is also vital to understand slang as it is the language of the internet world. We know we can't get ahead of the competition without knowing the details of this digital world. Whether we like it or not, slang is the way to talk these days in society. Also, it's not a hard language, just consists of abbreviations and phrases. Final thoughts. FAFO is a comprehensive way of showing your emotions with another person in the digital world. We just need to know about its variations before using them in a text message.